This always ends in disaster. And it's always me that ends up being the biggest a-hole out of all of us. Even the person who texts us in or DMs us.
Well, at least you're consistent.
What do we got today for
right.
Am I an a-hole?
All right. So she asked me to leave her name off of this, but she signed it Feisty Latina.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said, hey, guys, tell me if I'm being the a-hole. My roommate is a former coworker, and I needed someone to move in quickly, so I asked her 8 months ago. It started off fine. But now everything she does annoys me. My company laid both of us off, and now we both work from home. The point is, am I the a-hole for talking bad about her to my mom and cousins right in front of her face in Spanish? We talk about how messy she is and lazy she is, and my cousins are mean. She doesn't understand anything and just sits there. Thankfully, we only have 3 months left on our lease before she's moving out. Love you guys. Feisty Latina.
Feisty Latina. As funny as this is, yes, you are the a-hole. Am I right, Loren?
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I spoke another language just so I could.
You started taking Italian classes.
I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to vent to someone. I think doing it like right in front of her is a little a-hole-y.
Right.
But I don't think you venting is a bad thing.
No, I think venting is good, but yeah, venting right. I mean, I imagine that a Feisty Latina and her mom and cousins are in the kitchen, and the roommate is either in her room or like in the living room watching TV, and they're just talking bad about her right in front of her, and she can hear them, and she doesn't know what they're saying.
I kind of envision it as like her on the phone with them.
Oh, possibly
you know what
too.
I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
How often are mom and cousins there? She probably talks to them on the phone a lot, but
so then she's only hearing one side of the conversation. She's not
unless
hearing.
You have it on speaker.
Yeah. Which, by the way, you're an a-hole if you have it on speaker in front of your roommate. Okay. Feisty Latina. I don't know. The way I'm leaning on this is it is a little a-hole-y because you wouldn't do it if you were doing it in English.
Let me tell you something.
You wouldn't be talking bad about her in front of her if you were speaking a language that your roommate understood.
But what would you do if that roommate turned around and answered a question that you asked somebody on the phone or you asked to your mother in Spanish? Like behind your back, she was taking Spanish lessons because she wanted to know what you were saying.
She doesn't know Spanish, or else she would have called them out already. There's no way.
I don't think she does right now.
704 says, no, my family does this all the time about people in Spanish, so they don't understand us. She said someone else says she's only an a-hole if she's fake to her face and lies to her that she isn't saying that stuff. I would imagine, didn't she say that there's only 3 months left before the roommate's moving out? So the roommate probably knows how she feels. She probably knows Feisty Latina isn't happy with her and the situation's not good. I was playing pickleball with my friends in our neighborhood. They're Indian, and the woman I was playing pickleball with on my team says, I'm going to start swearing at you in Hindi. I go,
you wouldn't be any wiser to it.
I go, I got to learn it. So start slow. Mary, you speak Spanish. Do you try not to speak Spanish and speak poorly about people in Spanish in front of them?
Yeah, like sometimes, like when I am discussing something with like a member of my family, I will say, I'm sorry, but it's easy for us to talk in Spanish. But I think it's a bad thing because you never know what they are saying.
Right.
And, then I'm pretty sure because she's a Latina, her face talks because you can tell what she's kind of like saying.
Yeah, the roommate's got an idea that you're talking about her. That is a really good point, Mary, just based on tone, facial expressions, maybe responses, laughing, things like that. Yeah, thanks, Mary.
I got to be honest. I always wonder about this because we have, like, our nannies they do exchange, student programs.
Right.
So I typically don't speak the same language as our nannies. Like, they speak English, but then they also speak their home language. So we've had someone from Brazil who speaks Portuguese. We've had 3 Italian au pairs. We've had someone from Colombia. Yeah. So, it makes me wonder because, like, when they're on the phone with their family, I'm like, what are they saying? I wonder if they're saying anything about us.
100.
Yeah.
Justin, you say you want to buy the roommate something. What are you going to buy her?
I would buy her those new translation headphones, man, because, like, I mean, obviously she's got to know that they're talking about her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I work with people that speak different languages as well, and I would love to know what they say.
Do you
sometimes.
use the headphones? Do you personally use them?
No, I haven't bought them yet, but yeah, that's definitely something that I'm going to invest in. Yes.
Someone says Google Translate too is a
Yeah,
cool thing.
that's true.
Thanks, Justin.
I
Hey,
do love me some Google Translate.
this text message says it all. When I started a new job in Miami, I didn't tell any of my employees that I spoke Spanish for about 3 months. I got to hear all the dirt and all the ish they were talking about me. Their jaws dropped when I finally spoke fluent Spanish to them.
That's what I said. She learns behind your back and answers you. You're going to feel real dumb.